Hey guys, it's Jenna. Today I'll be doing I Never Book Tag. I was tagged by JG from the Yaka Bookstagram. I will leave her video and the original tag down below. So without further ado, let's get into the video. The first question is, I never read that. Name a book that everyone has read, but you haven't. And I'm gonna go with the Lunar Chronicles series. I have never read these books at all. I think I originally owned Cinder when it first came out, but I think I kind of lost interest and never got around to it, so I probably just gave away or gave it to a friend. And yeah, maybe I'll read it, but right now I'm gonna read Heartless. So if I like Heartless, maybe I'll get into the Lunar Chronicles. Number two is I never read anything so awesome, and that book is Waiting for the Beast by T. Hayden. It is not officially published book yet. It's about a young girl who thinks she lives a perfectly normal life, but in truth, she is the daughter of Sir Lucifer himself. So therefore, she's the Antichrist. And there was a lot of emotions in this book. There was a lot of action, a lot of romance, and it was absolutely amazing. And it's one of my all-time favorite books. And if you guys want to read the book, I will keep you updated on when it's gonna come out. So I hope it's soon, so I can actually own a physical copy of it. Question number three is I never thought I'd get through that. Name a book that you absolutely hated, but you read the whole book. And I'm gonna go with Eve the Awakening by Jenna Morassi. This book was absolutely terrible. I hated everything, almost everything about it. The only thing I liked about this book was two of the characters, I think, Percy and the antagonist. And if you love the antagonist more than you do the protagonist, then you got problems. Like, Jenna Morassi is good with writing advice, but she's not the greatest person at taking her own advice. Number four is that I will never finish that, and that will be the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas. I love the Assassin's Blade, but the action of this book was never shown in this book. It was kind of show versus tell kind of situation, so it's gonna be a 6-book series, and I don't feel like reading the rest of the books, so this is gonna be given away. Sorry. Number five is I will never regret reading that, and that book is Shadow and Bone by Lee Bardugo. I actually really enjoyed this book. I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. It's just the thing I didn't like about this book was the complex. Number six is that I would never do that, and I really don't have a book title for this one, and I'm sure it's in a lot of books, especially in the YA genre, is that I will never, ever, ever date my best friend's ex-boyfriend or their current boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever. I think it's just absolutely stupid. I think that's disrespectful to your friend or your family member or whoever that you care about. It's just something that I would never ever do. And yeah, you get the idea. Number seven is that I will never admit that, and I probably wouldn't admit this when I was younger because I was a braggart back then, but now I would never admit this, is that I read the first book in the Twilight Saga. This book is terrible in so many ways. It's just the sight of it just makes me cringe and makes me gag. No words explains how horrible this book is. I'm sorry. Number eight, I never read anything so heartwarming, and that is The Queen's Poisoner by Jeff Wheeler, I think his name is. The relationship and the bond that the main character has with some of these characters are just touches my heart. I love it so much. And I think I read this book within a day or two. It's just a character-driven story, and I love it, and I highly recommend this book. Number 9 is I Never Laughed So Hard. You know, a book that made you laugh out loud. This is pretty much a recent one, and that is The Trials of Apollo, The Hidden Oracle by Rick Riordan. Apollo just Apollo's just hilarious with his sarcastic comments, and I try not to laugh out loud because my roommate is a self-employed person, so I can't be too loud when they're working. So, oh, this book was. I just love this book. And the last question is I would never made it through my childhood without it. And that is the Lightning Thief series by Rick Riordan. It is the first book I read, the first series I read on my own. The Lightning Thief I didn't read. I think my librarian read this book to my class at school, and a year later I started reading the whole series on my own, and this book has been with me for I think almost 10 years now, and I would never have made through school or anything without this book. I would probably never be in book 2 because of this book. So that is it for I Never Book Tag. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next Wednesday. And if you guys want to do the tag, you are tagged. Bye guys.